Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, and thank you for watching News 8 Now at noon. I'm Alexandra Carter. The man known as an epitome of Getmelikite has died. 94-year-old Carl Friedlein of Onalaska died yesterday at his home. He served as the 1991 Oktoberfest Fest Master and was best known for his voice, lending it to sing the German national anthem during festivities. He was an accomplished musician and worked at Western Technical College, UW La Crosse, and here at News 8. There'll be a celebration of life on June 11th at the Waterfront's Cargill Room from 4 to 7 p.m. You can find a copy of his obituary on our website, news8000.com. Two new vice chancellors are joining the UW La Crosse leadership team. According to the university, Stacy Narcata-Welp has been named vice chancellor for diversity and inclusion, and Stephanie Pope will be the new vice chancellor for administration and finance. Narcata-Welp has been with UWL since 2017, holding a number of student-facing leadership positions. She stepped into her new role May 21st. Pope has 23 years of higher education leadership and is coming to UWL from Minnesota North College. She'll start July 29th.
Well, good Friday afternoon to you. Happy Friday. Happy last day of May. Thought we would start with the drought monitor. Good news here with our recent wet pattern. The drought has been all but erased. Just a little abnormally dry area over southeastern parts of the Butte area. Also a little patch of abnormally dry conditions over far southern Minnesota, northeastern Iowa. And here's why. This month of May, 6.71 inches of rain in La Crosse. That's about 2.5 inches above average. And for the year, 14.27 inches of liquid and melted down snow. That is 1.87 inches above average. So a wet month of May has all but erased the drought in most locations. We've got a mostly cloudy sky over downtown La Crosse. Chance for some showers, isolated thunder this afternoon, especially north and west, and then scattered showers region-wide tonight and tomorrow, mainly dry on Sunday. Where are those showers now? Well, they're stretching from parts of northeastern Iowa up through Fillmore and Winona County, Olmsted County, Buffalo County, and just west and north of Eau Claire as well. And that's doing a number on temperatures there, low to mid 60s where it's raining, 70s for the rest of us, including 72 in La Crosse. We'll see highs around 79. I'll discuss those rain chances in more detail with my 8-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Bill, we'll see you then. Thank you. A Minneapolis police officer is dead after a shooting last night. Officer Jamal Mitchell was responding to an active shooting call when he stopped to help a man who appeared to be a victim. Authorities say that man instead shot the officer. Another officer and a firefighter were also injured. The events leading up to the shooting are still being investigated. 2 other people also died, including the suspected gunman. Former president and now convicted felon Donald Trump is insisting he did nothing wrong the morning after a New York jury found him guilty of all the charges in his so-called hush money trial. Michael George reports from outside Trump Tower, where the presumptive GOP presidential nominee just spoke.
Donald Trump is vowing to fight on, a day after a guilty verdict made him the first former president and presumptive Republican presidential nominee to be a convicted felon.
This is a scam. There's a rigged trial. It shouldn't have been in that venue. We shouldn't have had that judge.
12 Manhattan jurors deliberating for more than 11 hours over 2 days found Trump guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records related to a payment made to adult film star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election to keep her quiet about an alleged sexual encounter.
The only voice that matters is the voice of the jury, and the jury has spoken.
Trump's lawyer Todd Blanche said the trial was flawed from the start.
Because of everything around the lead up to this trial, it made it very difficult for the jury to evaluate the evidence kind of independent of what they knew coming in.
Trump could face prison time, but many legal experts say that's unlikely.
I don't see personally him being sentenced to prison time. I personally think there will be heavy fines and some sort of heavy probation.
Sentencing is set for July 11th, just days before the Republican National Convention. An early voter reaction appears split along party lines.
I don't think he got a fair trial.
I don't think it changed how I would vote in November.
Boo-hoo. I'm so sorry, Trump supporters. We're losing, so do you.
The Trump campaign says it raised nearly $35 million in the hours following the verdict. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And if Trump does become president again, he can't give himself a pardon in this case because this was a New York state conviction, not a federal one. In D.C., a man admitted to harassing members of Congress last year. 35-year-old Ade Salim Lilly pleaded guilty to 2 charges. Lilly made more than 12,000 harassing and violent phone calls to members of Congress. He even threatened to kill a congressional staff member. The harassing calls started last February. U.S. Capitol Police told Lilly on multiple occasions his phone calls were illegal. The New York native was arrested in Puerto Rico in November. The Biden administration expected to roll out a sweeping executive action on the border as early as Tuesday. It'll reportedly dramatically limit migrants' ability to seek asylum at the southern border with Mexico. Part of the strategy is designed to give President Biden the upper hand on his opponent, former President Trump. CNN previously reported that officials discussed announcing the executive action after Mexico's election on June 2nd and before the first presidential debate. The Department of Labor is suing Hyundai for allegedly employing a 13-year-old child at its subsidiary Smart Alabama, which provides car parts for the automaker. The child reportedly worked up to 60 hours a week on an assembly line from July 2021 to February 2022. Hyundai denies responsibility and claims it has taken steps to prevent future violations. The Department of Labor alleges Hyundai, Smart Alabama, and the staffing agency all violated child labor provisions. Jeep is joining the electric vehicle market. Up next, we'll tell you more about the iconic car maker's first ever EV in the United States, the sleek and stylish Wagoneer S.
It's Home Seasonal Concepts Memorial Day Patio Sale. Get 10% off sale prices like this patio set for just $13.49, or get no interest financing for 3 years and get a free cornhole game with patio purchase of $9.99. The Memorial Day Patio Sale at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Tammy Baldwin is a hypocrite. During COVID, she told us to stay home, but used your money to fly to New York to live with her girlfriend at her lavish multi-million-dollar apartment. Baldwin pretends she's for Wisconsin, then jets off to Hollywood to raise money from celebrities. And Baldwin says she's cleaning up Congress, but hires lobbyists to her D.C. staff. Two-faced Tammy, a hypocrite we can't trust. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hello, La Crosse. I work for Nomo. Our official name is Nomo Smart Care. We're getting ready to launch Nomo coast to coast, but we're starting here in La Crosse first. You guys get to learn about Nomo before anybody else and how Nomo can help your family. You're going to see messages on TV and on social media, and we're doing community events. So come say hi. We're excited about Nomo, and we're excited to be in La Crosse. Nomo Smart Care, N-O-M-O Smart Care.
I'm getting vaccinated with Pfizer's pneumococcal pneumonia vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
Come on. I already got a pneumonia vaccine, but I'm asking about the added protection of Prevnar 20.
If you're 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 20 is approved in adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most common side effects were pain and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, fatigue, headache, and joint pain.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
I don't want to risk ending up in the hospital with pneumococcal pneumonia.
That's why I chose Prevnar 20.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about the Pfizer vaccine for pneumococcal pneumonia.
During the Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get up to $1,200 off Beauty Rest Black adjustable sets. Pay no interest for 5 years and get a free gas grill. Plus, get free delivery and setup on Beauty Rest Black mattresses. The Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express.
A cybercriminal group known as Shiny Hunters claims it has stolen the personal data of 560 million Ticketmaster customers and is threatening to sell it for $500,000, though it remains to be seen if the threat is real. The ticketing site has not confirmed the breach. Experts warn this could put all Ticketmaster users at risk of other scammers. Medical equipment company Medline Industries is recalling more than 1 million portable adult bed rails after the deaths of 2 elderly women in care facilities. rails. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says users can get trapped within the rails or between the rails and the mattress and suffocate. Consumers are urged to stop using the bed rails immediately if you have them and contact Medline for a full refund. And Jeep is unveiling its first fully electric vehicle for the United States market. There it is. The Wagoneer S is an SUV that has a sleeker, more aerodynamic shape than its gas-powered Jeep Wagoneer counterpart that is being sold now. And since Jeep's trademark 7-slot grille isn't needed to cool a gas engine, the grille will light up instead. The electric model Wagoneer will reportedly be able to go more than 300 miles on a fully charged battery pack before needing to recharge. The SUV will be sold in the U.S. and Canada later this year at a starting price of about $72,000. And just in time for the summer travel season, Alaska Airlines is offering one lucky main cabin flyer a free upgrade to premium class every day this summer. The offer starts June 1st, dubbed Upgrade Unlocked. The air carrier will notify the selected customer on the app or by email. The promotion ends September 2nd. That wraps up your afternoon consumer news. As we head to break, here is a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next.
Every week it costs more to feed my family. Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
Your adventure starts here at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. We've got something for everyone. Explore hundreds of miles of off-road fun. Cap off the night with the crew by spinning up even more excitement. Or slow it down and relax. Just the two of you. Your adventure awaits, outdoors, indoors. Call or visit Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls today. Experience the difference. Trail Riders Package available.
After an accident, you have an important opportunity to go after all the money you may be entitled to.
When it comes to motorcycle representation for accidents, only one firm comes to mind, Hupy and Abraham.
They're very well known for handling motorcycle cases. We knew that we could trust them. They got me way more than I thought I would get.
Bikers choose Hupy and Abraham because of the reputation of getting the best results of any other law firm.
Call Hupy and Abraham right now. Tell the insurance company you mean business.
This is you, one place to the next. One more thing to check off the list. But stopping for 30 minutes? Well, that's just not an option. So that's why there's this, the News 8000 app. All your local news, plus a little bit beyond. So take a break when you want to.
We know there's many places you could go for local news, weather, and sports. But we're humbled and honored that you made News 8 Now your #1 choice. You expect more, and so do we. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. A second human case of H5N1 bird flu has been identified in the state of Michigan. This is the third human case associated with an ongoing multi-state outbreak in U.S. dairy cows. None of the 3 cases are associated with the others. As with the previous 2, one in Texas and one in Michigan, the person is a dairy farm worker with exposure to infected cows. That makes this another instance of probable cow-to-person spread. A new study out of Stanford Medicine finds gene sequences inherited at conception can predict the type of breast cancer that can develop decades later and how deadly it might be. Researchers believe the new class of biomarkers will help doctors better predict and treat breast cancer tumors. A good night's sleep may have unexpected benefits. A new study finds better sleep health associated with lower levels of loneliness, especially among younger adults. Researchers aren't sure why younger adults experience more benefits, but they say programs for young people that aim to reduce loneliness should include an emphasis on promoting sleep health. Those were some of today's top health headlines. Taking a live look outside now from CityCam 8. Bill is in next with a look at our weekend forecast.
How much was I paying a month for insulin?
$185.
$300.
$400. I never expected anyone to do something about it.
But then Tammy Baldwin did.
She stood up to the drug companies and wrote a law capping the cost of insulin.
Thanks to Tammy, now it just costs $35 a month. She made a huge difference for so many of us.
She lifted a weight off all our shoulders.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
People of another age, yep. Howdy Doody Time, the Ed Sullivan Show, the Mickey Mouse Club. You remember, getting in and out of that tub just isn't quite as easy as it once was. We make life easier for older folks like me. New walk-in shower, a personal shower, a seat if you like. Seriously, be safe. Call the Board Store. Let us make your bathroom safe and beautiful. Contact the Board Store today.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean is an exterior paint and primer in one, formulated to resist dirt, weather, and fading. A gallon starts at $34.48 after rebate. Maximize your curb appeal with Max Bond Plus exterior paint. It provides max adhesion, hide, and performance. Available in over 800 one-coat colors. It's designed to work for you. Pick up a gallon for $47.87 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Download the News 8000 app today.
Hey, welcome back. A good Friday afternoon to you. Big event going on here in La Crosse at UW La Crosse, the WIAA State Track Meet. And so far, so good. The rain staying to our west. If you watched me this morning, I was mentioning how it was running into some dry air and it wasn't going to move eastward all that much. So just a slight chance of showers, isolated thunder this afternoon out at the meet. 79 for the high today, south winds at 5 to 15. Chance of scattered showers tomorrow, especially through midday. Isolated thunder as well. 78 for the high, south winds continue 5 to 15 miles per hour. Allergy report for today and tomorrow. High symptoms across the board for pine, trees, and grass. Most of the tree pollen in the air is pine. Second most is hickory, in case you're sensitive to either of those. We've got a partly sunny sky, but plenty of clouds out there as well. But again, dry. The good news so far, 72 out at the airport, 73 downtown at the station. Winds out of the south-southeast at 10. And the Mississippi dropping 8.78 feet. Eau Claire, mainly cloudy for you, 65 degrees, winds out of the south at 5 to 10, and the Chippewa River is holding steady. So temperatures locally all dependent on your cloud cover, how thick it is, and if you're seeing any rain. Where there's been some rain, temperatures only in the low to mid 60s off to our west, low to mid 70s in the La Crosse area, and mid to upper 70s farther south and east where you've seen a little bit more sunshine. So the air was quite dry this morning. That's one reason the rain out here, where dew points are supporting it in the low to mid 60s, is kind of falling apart or just not progressing all that much eastward. Winds out of the south 5 to 15 miles per hour. So a little radar tour. You can see those showers kind of knocking on the door, but impacting parts of northeastern Iowa. Fillmore, Olmsted, Winona counties, you've seen some rain showers. Same with Wabasha, Buffalo, northern Trempealeau, and up into Eau Claire in the Chippewa Valley. Some very light showers scattered about for you folks. But again, notice how it's not really progressing all that quickly east. In fact, this frontal boundary moving slowly, and the showers themselves are kind of tracking to the north-northeast. So the eastward progression has been molasses-like. There you go. So as I run Sky Tracker through, continue to see scattered showers and thunderstorms north and west of La Crosse. Eventually, we should get into some showers region-wide overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. And then the storms or showers become more hit-and-miss tomorrow afternoon. Again, some isolated thunder. It's just something to keep an eye on if you have outdoor plans. If you'll be at the track meet, just keep an eye on that radar. And then dry heading into our Sunday, I should say. Another chance of storms as we head into Sunday night. Rain tracker showing the highest rainfall totals through tomorrow night, generally north and west of La Crosse, but we all have a chance for seeing maybe up to a quarter inch of rain, even a half an inch of rain in some spots. So for this afternoon, slight chance of showers in the La Crosse area, better chances north and west, 79 for the high. Tonight, chance of showers, 62, and same with tomorrow, especially through about midday, 78 for the high. Dry Sunday, 81. Chance of storms Sunday night into Monday, 79. Another round of storms later Tuesday into Tuesday night, 84. And then some low-end rain chances next Wednesday and Friday. Cooler temps later next week with highs in the lower 70s. So good news for the track meet out there. Hopefully we can keep that rain to the west until all the events are done later today. Alexandra?
All right, Bill, thank you. From on air to in the air on this International Flight Attendant Day, how one Young and the Restless star has been taking her career to new heights.
During the Memorial Day event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $500 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Reed and Chelsea along with you. All right, so we talked about this a little earlier. We got a new dishwasher, and it wasn't like, hey, we wanted to upgrade. No, our dishwasher 3 weeks ago took a you-know-what, and we have been without one for 3 weeks. We haven't talked about it. It's kind of just where we don't even talk about it that much amongst each other because we don't want to acknowledge the situation we're in.
Miserable.
And I'll tell you, I realize there are people who washed dishes for, 12 kids back in the day and all that. That's great. Once you've had a dishwasher, you can't get really soft.
You can feel it when your dream becomes a pursuit. And with vitiligo, the pursuit for your pigment is no exception. It's time you had a proven choice to help restore what's yours. Opzelura is the first and only FDA-approved prescription treatment for non-segmental vitiligo. Proven to help repigment skin over time. Restoring what's yours. It's possible with a steroid-free cream that you can apply yourself.
Opzelura can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB or hepatitis B or C. Serious lung infections, skin cancer, blood clots, and low blood cell counts occurred with Opzelura. In people taking JAK inhibitors, serious infections, increased risk of death, lymphoma, other cancers, and major cardiovascular events have occurred. The most common side effects were acne and itching where applied.
Repigmentation is possible. Ask your dermatologist today about starting or refilling Opzelura. Pursue it.
During the Memorial Day event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A soap opera star knows what it means to take her career to new heights. On this International Flight Attendant Day, Danya Backus talks to Young and the Restless actress Kate Linder, who enjoys the best of both worlds, on the air and in the air.
What is the big mystery?
Kate Linder is known for her long-standing role as Esther Valentine on The Young and the Restless.
Mrs. Chancellor, dinner is served.
Her character has gone from Mrs. Chancellor's maid to mother and manager of Crimson Lights Cafe, where we sat down with her.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
She got her start on YNR 42 years ago, but before becoming a soap star, she was flying the friendly skies.
I didn't know what was going to be happening here, and, I wanted to keep my job, and it's a good job.
A job she still has.
Good morning, welcome aboard.
Even with her rise to fame, she's kept her wings. She's been a flight attendant for United Airlines for 46 years and says it keeps her grounded.
Working here, Young and the Restless, the day after that, I'm serving coffee at 35,000 feet. And you just, you don't forget who you are that way.
It's really you? You work for United? Passengers like Ginger Collinsgrove are often shocked to see her working the flight.
I looked and I said, Kate Linder? And she's like, yes. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know she worked for United.
Linder says she usually flies on the weekends, so she's in Los Angeles to film the show during the week. When asked if she has any plans on slowing down,
I don't believe in retirement. As long as I can do them both well and keep doing them, I'm just going to keep doing them. I mean, it's great.
As a flight attendant and soap star, she's taking versatility to new heights.
Come back and see us.
Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And of course, you can watch Kate play Esther on Young and the Restless right here on News 8 or stream episodes on Paramount Plus. And we turn now to CBS for a special report as President Joe Biden is set to give remarks on the Middle East.
Israel and Hamas have been at war for 238 days since Hamas-led militants killed around 1,200 people and abducted hundreds of others in the October 7th attack last year. Since then, the Gaza Health Ministry says more than 36,000 people have been killed as a result of Israel's invasion into Gaza. This is the first opportunity also for President Biden to publicly address former President Trump's historic New York criminal conviction. We already heard from former President Trump earlier today in a rambling speech that was full of grievance and full of untruths, in which he said alarmingly, quote, "We're living in a fascist state." So while there appears to have been some developments in the Middle East that the president may comment on today, we do expect, too, that he will likely comment on his expected opponent in this race, and that is Donald Trump, who is the presumptive Republican nominee. I am joined by our chief Washington correspondent, Major Garrett, as well as our chief foreign correspondent, Margaret Brennan. And Margaret, you follow so closely what's happening in the world. Israel did admit that it has a ground operation underway in Rafah. Does that violate a red line for President Biden?
That's the key question. The president has been completely unclear as to what a full-scale ground invasion would look like for him. Eyewitnesses have told CBS that there are tanks on the ground. What we also know is we're 8 months into a conflict that has killed more civilians than terrorists, according to the Israeli prime minister. Hamas is coming back in areas the Israeli military claims to have cleared. The Secretary of State said just yesterday that the Israeli government needs to be warned that they may soon face a fate worse than Hamas, quote-unquote, jihadis. All this while at least 120 hostages remain held by Hamas or affiliated groups, 5 of them U.S. citizens. The president has had his CIA director, his national security advisor, working to try to secure their release alongside a ceasefire of conflict, as you know, Nora, that has had domestic implications here with protests across college campuses. And as we see in our CBS polling, upset in particular among key groups that historically have been supportive of the president.